I want to get you out the door with every result from every league in under 15 minutes, so that you're more informed about what's going on in the world of sports.
Hey TJ, what's going on? I'm Chandler and this is Tiger Beat Sports.
Hey everybody, I'm Chandler Sports and this is the Sport Report.
And I'm Chandler and this is Tiger Beat Sports. Welcome to a special edition of this all crazy sports newscast.
Broadcasting from somewhere in the United States.
Hit it, Blaze.
This is the Sport Report.
Wednesday, June 19th, 2019.
Hey everybody, I'm Chandler with Sports, and this is the Sport Report. It's time to get you caught up on what's happening in the world of sports. This is Top of the Order.
In a year that has been so improbable, the impossible has happened.
This is Top of the Order.
Our top story comes from Target Field in Minneapolis, where the Minnesota Twins defeated the Boston Red Sox 4-3 in 17 innings. Mookie Betts hit a game-leading home run in the top half of the 13th for the Red Sox, but Max Kepler equalized in the bottom half of the 13th to make it 3-3. Kepler then came up to the plate in the bottom half of the 17th, had a hit up the first baseline, and that would prove to be the walk-off hit. Twins win 4-3. In other sporting news, before we cover the rest of Major League Baseball, in soccer, Group C action at the Women's World Cup, Australia defeats debutantes Jamaica 4-1. Sam Kerr had a hat trick and then one more. She had 4 goals for the Aussies. It'd be all 4 goals that the Aussies needed. They end up finishing ahead of Brazil in 3rd place based on goals scored. They both had the same goal difference. Speaking of Brazil, they defeated Italy 1-0. Italy will finish top of the group with a +5 goal difference. Italy, Australia, Brazil 1, 2, 3 in Group C. They all finished with 6 points. But it'll be Italy who go out on top in Group C after a +5 goal difference. Australia had a +3. Brazil also had +3 on goal difference, but as we said, Australia moves on based on goals scored 8-6. Compared to Brazil. Today in the Women's World Cup, it'll be Group D action. Japan will take on England at 3 p.m. Eastern, and in a simultaneous match, Scotland versus Argentina. England leads Japan 6 points to 4 points. The top 2 in each group go through to the knockout stage, the round of 16. The 4 best third-place teams out of 6 third-place teams will move on to the knockout stage as well. Argentina is currently in 3rd place. In the Gold Cup, the USA defeats Guyana 4-0 to open their Gold Cup campaign. Later today, Mexico and Canada will go head-to-head in their Gold Cup openers. Now officially to Major League Baseball.
High fly ball into right field. She is gone!
And Carlton Fisk had a lot of little boy in him right there.
Little roller up along first. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight and the Mets win it.
Touch 'em all, Joe.
Home run! Mike Piazza!
Jeter backhands from the outfield grass. Got it! Man, what a play!
Now from Major League Baseball.
There were 15 games on the Major League Baseball slate. As we said, the Minnesota Twins defeat the Boston Red Sox in Minneapolis in 17 innings, 4-3. There were 14 other games in Major League Baseball, but only 13 actually got started as the Phillies and Nationals were postponed in the Bryce Harper Bowl again. They were postponed on Monday. They'll make up that game in today's doubleheader as long as Mother Nature cooperates. Tuesday's game has been moved to a doubleheader on September 24th. For the other 13 games, let's start in Pittsburgh, where the Detroit Tigers defeat the Pittsburgh Pirates 5-4. New York Yankees 6, Tampa Bay Rays 3. J.A. Happ is 7-3 on the season for the Yankees. Giancarlo Stanton returns to the lineup, and Aroldis Chapman gets his 19th save for New York. LA Angels 3, Toronto Blue Jays 1. Tyler Skaggs is 6-6 for the Angels, and Marcus Stroman falls to 4-9 for the Blue Jays. Cincinnati Reds 4, Houston Astros 3. Anthony DeSclafani's 4-3 for the Reds, who scored the game-winning run in the first inning, technically. They added an insurance run in the 7th to make it 4-1 before the Astros had 2 in the top half of the 8th. Justin Verlander is now 9-3 with a 2.59 ERA for the Astros. New York Mets 10, Atlanta Braves 2. Jacob deGrom, the reigning NL Cy Young winner, is 4-6 with a 3.26 ERA for the Mets. Pete Alonso had 4 hits on the afternoon, including 3 RBIs off those 4 hits. to help propel the Mets to a victory. Cleveland Indians 10, Texas Rangers 3. Indians players Jake Bauers, Roberto Perez, and Tyler Naquin hit back-to-back homers to start the top of the 7th inning. That made the score 10-1 at that point before Texas added 2 runs in the bottom half of the 9th. Miami Marlins 6, St. Louis Cardinals nothing. The Cardinals only had 2 hits on the afternoon. Those hits came virtue of Dexter Fowler and Jack Flaherty. Oakland Athletics 16, Baltimore Orioles 2. The A's had 6 home runs in this game, and combined with Brett Anderson's impressive pitching, he's 7-4 on the season for the A's win by 2 touchdowns. Kansas City Royals 9, Seattle Mariners nothing. Homer Bailey is 6-6 on the season for the victorious Kansas City Royals. Meanwhile, the Mariners, who only had 6 hits on the afternoon, fall to 15 games under 500 at 31-46. San Diego Padres 4, Milwaukee Brewers 1, LA Dodgers 9, San Francisco Giants nothing. Clayton Kershaw 7-1 with a 2.85 ERA for the Dodgers. Kiki Hernandez hit a grand slam, and the Dodgers continue to roll 49-25, one of the best records in Major League Baseball. It's up there with Minnesota's 48-24, Houston's 48-26, and the New York Yankees 45-27. Believe it or not, the Dodgers have the best record in baseball. If we're counting by win percentage, it's actually the Minnesota Twins, but if we're counting by wins, it's Dodgers. A couple more games for you. Chicago White Sox 3, Chicago Cubs 1 in a Chicago Bowl. The White Sox scored the game-winning 2 runs in the top half of the 9th inning at Wrigley Field, home of the Cubbies, crosstown rivals, thanks to Eloy Jimenez's go-ahead home run in the top half of the 9th. Finally, Colorado Rockies 8, Arizona Diamondbacks 1. Charlie Blackmon becomes the first Rockies player in franchise history to have 5 consecutive 3+ hits in a single game. He had 3 hits again for the Rockies as Antonio Sensatella improves to 6-5 on the season for the Rockies in the 7-run victory. One final news and notes from around the sports world. David Ortiz, Big Papi, has officially been upgraded from stable condition to good condition in the ICU at Massachusetts General Hospital in Boston. Please keep him in your thoughts and prayers as he improves daily. Meanwhile, in the Dominican Republic, police have said that they have found at least 10 men in connection with the hit on David Ortiz. More information to follow in the coming days and weeks. That's the Sport Report for Wednesday, June 19th, 2019.
For now, I'm Chandler.
Thanks for tuning into the Sport Report today. We'll be back tomorrow with the latest in sports. Do you want to contact Chandler Sports or members of the Sport Report team? Visit sportreportcws.com.
This podcast is copyrighted by the Sport Report for viewers to understand sports from a news reporting basis. Any other use of this podcast, Sport Report logos, or anything associated with this podcast without the express written consent of Channel Sports is strictly prohibited.